chat, what up? Good to see everybody. Let me make sure I have everything up and running, and then I'll say hi here in a minute. Up, I feel good. I feel better right now than I've felt in over a week. That's why I came out a little bit early. I didn't want to sunset, which is dope. Hey, Scooter Orr. 30-month club, what up? I'm kind of gonna give it a few minutes just to even out the signal. Seems like there's always a little bit of buffering within the first couple minutes. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys check out the road while I cruise for a minute. Hey, what up, Zach Stuff? I do know that it's buffering. Give me just a second. So passing Mile High Stadium here on the right. This is where Denver Broncos play. Empower Field. And then on the other side, this is Elitch Gardens, the amusement park. But then it has two pictures of Casa Bonita on the sides. And then this is a Casa Bonita billboard too. What up, everybody? Happy Friday night. Last week I lost 6 pounds, and then this week I gained about 7 pounds. So hopefully I look similar to how you left me last time. Thank you very much, Zach Stuff, for the gifted membership. Zach Stuff, I put you on as a mod for the night. If you could help me out, I'd appreciate that. I think Ellie might have some clubbing, some dancing, some partying to do tonight. So just in case Ellie is gone, Matt's not here, Zach, while you're around, if you could help me out, I appreciate it. Oh, and Linda Reed will be here for a little bit too. That helps too. What up, Linda? Thank you for letting me have the car tonight. This is Colfax Avenue heading toward the mountains. There are a couple pieces of art I want to show you over here. And I just want to see how it looks in the daytime. I never recognized this bus stop. Looks like a school bus, open school bus. Got the strong arm up above me. See it right there? That's perfect. Joanna B, thank you very much. Joanna B, thank you for this 20 months. We got some homies showing up in here for me tonight. Thank you. Smells like weed right here. We just passed by a dispensary called Kaya, K-A-Y-A. Recreational weed dispensary. Almost went to a comedy show last night. One of my favorite comedians, his name is Big J Okerson. He's in Denver last night, tonight, and tomorrow night. Might have to miss him this trip, but he comes back here a lot. Comedy, and you like sort of Kill Tony type stuff, check him out. His name is Big J Okerson. Really funny. And the special that he just filmed was here in Denver. I watched part 1. I haven't made it through part 2 yet. But to be honest, he has a lot of really good written material. I think his crowd work is almost better than his written material, which is why I like to see comedians live. Look at this piece over here, Pink Bulldog. Or is that a bulldog or is that a Shar-Pei? I'm gonna say bulldog. This is kind of the seedy area of Colfax. We're going west away from the city. They've been doing construction here for the last 6 months at least. Frank's Barbecue. Can anybody confirm if this is good or not? It's closed. Here's another, looks like dispensary, Pig and Whistle. I might be intermittently coughing tonight. I actually know I will be. Don't be too concerned though. The coughing has gotten a lot better. A week ago, it was like a out of control whooping cough. Now it's more of a managed post medication cough. So I've been getting meds for at least half a week so far. Started on Monday, so like 4 or 5 days of meds. I have erythromycin, which is the Z-Pack. I have amoxicillin, and then prednisone. So 2 really big antibiotics and then a steroid. It made gargling on an inhalation and exhalation. So it just sounded like I was gargling liquid in my lungs. Very uncomfortable. The medication kind of dried it all up quickly. So within like 2 or 3 days, it dried a lot of it up. But then it made everything feel like the middle of a desert. It was just so dried out. And so now I don't have all of this stuff breaking off my lungs. back of my throat, mouth, everything's real dry. I had a big drink that I left by the door. Linda, you can have it if you want. Stopped and got a drink, so I do have a drink. And I told Linda I'm just gonna come out and cruise tonight, make it as long as I can. I bet I have 2 hours in the tank at least. That's gonna be my goal of what I'm gonna try to put out tonight. When we do find a place, because I don't know what the reception is gonna be like, when we do find a place that I think is good reception, I'll stop and give you a little heads up on what I think May is going to look like and what I think June is going to look like. I think I know what May is going to look like, and I think I know what most of June will look like. And then I'm really excited for end of June, beginning of July, all of July, all of August. Those 2.5 months, that little period right there, I just can't wait to get to that area. I have a lot of stuff to take care of before then, but it'll be fine. Am I on the right side of this construction zone? This looks like I'm like doing construction. I think I might have just drove through like the construction part. It's kind of hard to tell. But this is what the billboards were pushing us toward. This is the reboot of Casa Bonita. Linda and I and some friends came here a couple weeks ago. Still been thinking about it. So worth it. If you come, you have to stop right here and take your photo. Everybody does. You have to prove that you spent $80 a person to come check it out. I should make money just by taking people's photos right here. There was a line that was forming of people to take photos, and so the person that I was in line with said, "Hey, you take our photo and we'll take your photo." And that seems to be the move. You just kind of exchange the duty, but you have to take this photo. If you watch the documentary about Casa Bonita and how they redid it, they spent so much money on the fountain right there. That fountain's a big part of it. I am always happy to see it booked because I want them to make their money back. I want it to be worth it. They spent over $40 million renovating that. And it might be hard to tell, but this is not a great neighborhood. Like, you probably could have purchased several surrounding neighborhoods and come in at $3 million. This dude's wearing his pants extremely low. It's like door fun golf right here. I think they might think that they're in a vehicle maybe. They could have kind of gotten to the side and they're like, no, I'm just gonna pull onto the highway like this. If I'm guessing, they're not going toward one of these cars. They're going to like behind a building over here. That's just a guess. So let me know in the chat, are they looking for their vehicle? Are they looking for like a nice cozy building to get behind right now? let me try to get us out of the buffering area here. So that dude was starting a fire next to whatever that little thing was. CMO member for 21 months. How you doing? Aloha from Maui. What up, CMO? Big Bunny Motel. Yeah, you can't just set a fire wherever you want. He's doing that, but that's not legal. If I owned a business over here and back in California at the end of May, beginning of June, I'll put out, ooh, let me see if I can get around this. Ooh. I'll put out a email message to the woman that rescued Felix and just see if I can get an update. So I will try. Something's going on over here. That looked like a taco shop. You can tell my voice is still not recovered yet. There's a cop. Oh, he just turned. Something's going on ahead of us. Maybe because of the tax stuff, I'm not quite sure. But if you smoke a lot of pot, you probably want to just go see a doctor and say, hey, it helps me with sleeping. And then you get the medical rec. So I'm pointing us east, which is more toward downtown, which is where I'm hoping that the reception will be a little bit better. So give it like another couple minutes before. Ambulance fire truck, so probably a medical call. Oh, unicycle guy right here. Or a one wheel. With the headlight. Zach stuff for the Ricola. Thank you, bro. Zach, thank you so much, man. Ooh, look at the lights over here. Thank you for helping me out tonight, too. I feel like the Colorado Avalanche. I know it's buffering a little bit. And then also NBA team Denver Nuggets. Both of those teams have a Game 7 coming up. The Nuggets for sure play Saturday. I think possibly Avs play Saturday too. Yep, this is Colfax going west. No, this is Colfax going east. They have the lights on inside the stadium here. Here's inside where the Broncos play. For the Rocky Mountain Oyster Tea and Honey, Michael Simpson. I have something to show you here when I stop. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. This is Meow Wolf on the corner. So I just saw this earlier. It's a Rocky Mountain Oyster Pizza. Michael's donation made me think of that. I went to several different colleges down here. One of them was this one here on the corner. It's called CCD, Colorado Community College. My high school had to pay for me to take free classes here. See how it says CCD? Colorado Community something with a D. Looks like a beautiful night. It is. It's about 68 degrees. If you can see that. Kind of. Yep, 68 degrees. Full tank of gas. 136,000 miles. I've got my chat going on over here. I've got my picture of the Rocky Mountain Oyster Pizza. I think this area is going to be a little bit better for reception. CCD, Community College of Denver. That sounds right. Thank you. So if the Nuggets were playing tonight, this whole area would be packed with people that are... Ooh. Look at all the couples on scooters right here. They're going fast too. I am not trusting enough to have somebody scoot from me while I hold on to them from behind. They need helmets. Yeah, I'm not sure if a rental helmet program, let me know in the chat, would you just take a rental helmet out of a like vending machine or kiosk or something and use it? I doubt I would wear just some random helmet. I don't think I would do that. What they need to start doing is selling like a baseball hat that has like a harder plastic shell. So it's like a hybrid. It's not quite a helmet. It's not quite a hat. It's right in the middle. With Jeddah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard enough for me to just sit on a public bus and wonder like why it's warm or why it's not as dry as I was wishing it would be. I don't think I could put a helmet on. Unless it came out of like some kind of enclosure that was just bathed in black light. I'm seeing like hand sanitizer spritzers going off. They would have to guarantee it with something. Maybe somebody's coming and changing them out. Even then, I don't know. Lice? Yeah. Dude feeling the warmth of a bus seat. So this building on the left, this is where either the LA Clippers are going to advance to the next round or the Denver Nuggets are going to advance to the next round. Honestly, I don't even care. Like, obviously, I would prefer if the Nuggets did it, but whatever team wins tomorrow deserves to win. They both played really well. They both played well enough to have won 3 games. And whoever wins this last one deserves it. And for anybody that likes sports, a game 7 is best case scenario. Like any sport. Our hockey team is going to be in a game 7. And our basketball team is going to be in a game 7. And I think tomorrow the game starts around 5. Edgar, what up, bro? I had to get us out of the car because it's just so calm here right now. There's Jokic, #1 basketball player on planet Earth. Here's the moon. At the end of his career, he's going to go down as one of the most remarkable basketball players in the history of the sport. I really like his personality. He treats basketball more as a job than like something he's bragging about being good at. I think this is Russell Westbrook right here. It is. Russ used to be on the Clippers. We have another guy, DeAndre Jordan. He was on the Clippers for a very long time. That's Nathan McKinnon. I'm eating pizza, watching Jeremy. What up, Joaquin? And then this is, who's that? Oh, it's Braun. So this is one of my favorite players right now too, Braun. I guess they chose a picture of him grabbing his dick. I don't know why. But this is the look after he gets a 3 right there. I believe he was on the Jayhawks. And I think they won. And then he got recruited on the Nuggets. And then I believe it was his rookie year, 2023, that they won the NBA championship. First time in this city. First time since being a fan that they even went deep in the playoffs. First time they made it to the finals. And then first time winning the finals. Braun's a Kansas City boy. What up, Punky? I think this is gonna start showing some Hey, Dev is in here. Dev's a Jayhawks fan. Nice. I bet. So I haven't seen this screen here before. This is new to me. Usually when you're walking in, this is just empty. Limited ticket release priority list. Sonya, what up? Mark SRT, what up? Ball Arena. I want to say Linda's been to 4 or 5 games here this season. Let's watch the little video that they have. Mark, how's it hanging? I'm doing well, bro. I actually feel pretty good tonight. This is how I look walking around. No defibrillator. I feel good. Tonight I feel better than I have in probably a week and a half. You can tell by my voice that I'm probably at about 60% in the recovery process. I'm not sure what this is for over here. I think it might just be a good picture opportunity spot. Jeremy, how's the leg? The leg's been getting a lot better. The leg has been improving. I want to say I got hurt about 3 weeks to a month ago. There's the light rail in the distance. A buddy of mine, when we came to watch the game, we rode this from West Denver. It was very easy to get down here via light rail. Not as easy to leave because everybody, excuse me, everybody poured out of the stadium, went up these stairs to the other side of the tracks, and then like 300 or 400 people tried to get on this same light rail. And then if you didn't get on, you had to wait like 15 minutes. This is our mascot, Rocky, that probably should have been in this last game 6. We needed him. We didn't rebound at all. We just kind of like let the Clippers have it. Monorail. Is that the monorail? I like how he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing right here. And this is crazy. Tomorrow at 5, this is going to be where the Game 7 goes down. And for some reason, I'm the only one at all out here. Jeremy, waiting to get on the light rail after Nuggets or Avalanche game. Nothing like trying to get on the light rail after a Bronco game. I believe that. Linda wants to go to a Bronco game, and I keep telling her that we can make that happen, but we have to do it early in the season, like September, October, because you have to be a real diehard fan to be out there when it's cold. And I am that fan. I have the outfit already picked out. So here's the video they're playing in this little puck. Man, I like how quiet it is out here. This mascot right here, his name's Rocky. He makes between $650,000 and $700,000 a year. Highest paid mascot in the NBA, maybe highest paid mascot in any sport, any that I know of. Are there any other mascots that make more than $700,000? Fanatic? Who's that? Mark SRT, member for 22 months. What up, bro? Thank you. Sounds like an overpayment. You would think so until you see how unique he is. To get that amount of money, you have to be doing something special. The last game I went to, the Nuggets were losing pretty bad. He came out half court. He put up a ladder half court. He was backwards on the ladder. He threw the ball behind him on a half court shot, not looking, backwards, made it first try. So not just a half court shot, not just a half court shot on a ladder. Half court shot on a ladder backwards, made it first try. So I don't know what his training regiment looks like. Maybe he's in there right now doing like 200 shots before he calls it a night. If you have time tomorrow, watch this game. Watch this game 7. Denver is going to be so electric. People are so stoked for the Avalanche. Still believe that the Nuggets can put this series away. Harlem Globetrotters were in Halifax, Nova Scotia last night. My mom took me to see Harlem Globetrotters when I was a little boy. And I got a picture with one of them. And I think that I still have that somewhere. I will try to look for it and find it. Oh, look. Here's the group of scooter kids right here that we saw earlier. This is what they're doing. They're just cruising. Warriors play tonight right now, game 6. Oh, awesome. I'll check out a little of that too. I'm just a huge NBA fan. I'm more a fan of the individual players than to any specific team. But I do love the Nuggets. Globetrotters are the GOATs. All right, that was a successful trip outside of the car. We'll see how many of those I can stack up tonight. Now we're just gonna cruise a little bit downtown. And yeah, just hang out for a little bit. What up, Von Cruel, Princess, Trigger, Dev, Niners Girl, Punky, Mark. Thank you to everybody that showed up early. Usually I go out a little bit later than this. Cavaliers are having an amazing year, which is something that I haven't really said out loud very much. I really like the stadium that the Dallas Stars play in. So the Colorado Avalanche are playing Dallas Stars in the playoffs. The Dallas Stars have such a cool arena. It almost reminds me of the Intuit arena that the Clippers play in. This is right down by Larimer Square. Look at this. This couple's got to be on date night right here. Actually, maybe they're going to Comedy Works to see Big J Okerson. That's tonight too. That's where I wish I was going. Here's Bow. And this is Larimer Square with the rickshaws. It's 8:45. It feels like we have the city for a private party. And it's super nice out. I saw someone post a story on that, so I thought he already pulled the trigger. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Oh, hold on. Dro, what up? I said that comedians at Denver Comedy Works. I'm going to take you by there real quick. It's right here. One of the best venues for comedy in maybe all of the world. Denver Comedy Works right here. And then this is the other side of Larimer Square. You can't drive through. So this is where the rickshaws kind of stop. See all the scooters? One of the coolest places in Denver. Larry's online, what up? I can't wait to bring the e-bike out here, the scooter back out. If you look on the very top, they have the jerseys. When John Elway won the Super Bowl in '98, that's where my brothers and I were hanging out. And then when Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl in 2015, that's where I was hanging out. When the Nuggets won in 2023, I went over to 20th and Blake, kind of by the baseball stadium. Oh, it was about LeBron moving teams. Man, he's been on like 6 different teams. Look at this truck. This is a big truck. That looks like a truck I have in GTA. It's like one of my getaway trucks. If you're just getting here, I haven't driven down any one-way streets yet, so you still have time. Oh no, this dude on the bike is playing that music. Hold on, I gotta turn up my music. He's trying to copyright strike us this early. I don't know if it's true or not, but one of my friends sent me a message that he read online that said that they are going to postpone the GTA video game release again. I've been waiting for 10 years. I remember when the last one came out, I remember how happy I was, and I was like, man, it's gonna be 4 or 5 years till they come back out with a new GTA. No, I've waited a decade and they're still pushing it back. Is it going to be worth it? I personally think so. Maybe I'm just trying to talk myself into, like, no matter what, you better be happy with it. I can show you what I read on it. Okay, this is what the release said. GTA 6 is now set for release on May 26th, 2026. We're very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding the new GTA has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game that we've released, the goal has been to try to exceed our expectations, and GTA 6 is no exception. We hope you understand we need this extra time to deliver the level of quality you expect and deserve. So when the last one was released, I remember, because I was just, like, Linda and I had only been dating for a little bit of time. And right at the very beginning of our relationship, I was like, look at these cars. Lamborghini, and then like maybe a R8. Wow. You don't see a lot of Lamborghinis out here. This might be Aaron Gordon or a Nuggets player or somebody. I told Linda, I said, you know, this is by far my favorite video game. I have a lot of people that play online. I've been waiting for this release for so long. I need to just take a week or two to play this game. And she was understanding about that. And that was one of the initial things that I was like, okay, this is a keeper right here. And it's been 10 years since I've said that to her. I haven't needed to take time off for any other game. But GTA will always... I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since PlayStation 2. Welcome everybody, if you're just getting here. This is downtown Denver. We're on Larimer and 17th. So we're just taking a couple laps. Very early, it's about 10 minutes till 9 p.m. here. We're chilling. Thank you for cruising with me tonight. You played GTA and PS1. Maybe it was PS1. It was the one where it was overhead and it almost looked like little micro machines driving around. I think it was PS1. Yeah, had to have been. It was a long time ago. Since then, I've played like San Andreas Stories on Little like PS Vita, and I think I've even played a couple of them on my phone. They've released like watered down versions of all that stuff. Yeah, that car that cut me off, so everybody was stopped at the light and he was still going like 15 miles an hour toward the parked cars. So I was like, okay, he has some other motive. And then he just like 90 degreed in front of us. It's okay. This is where a lot of the comedy shows go down, Paramount Theater. Gonna see if we could see who is on the marquee. And then beyond that, where it kind of looks like it says Dev, it says Den, D-E-N. And that's Denver Pavilions Mall on 16th Street Mall. I can't wait for that to be done and for us to take a lap out there as a group. It's been since like 2022 that I was just strolling around there and it wasn't all torn up. So at least 3 years. And then Linda and I moved here a couple months ago. She's on Reddit, and every once in a while she'll read that somebody new has been stabbed over by 16th Street Mall. So she already thinks it's like a really bad area, which she's not wrong, but I don't remember it as being that. Here you can see all the construction. Like, it doesn't even look like it's close. This is all, those are all holes. And then it should look like this. It should just be flat, open. But instead it's this. I would hope that since it's getting warmer out, that they can put more bodies on there and try to finish it. Or at least try to gain some ground. Jeremy, go jump on the mini excavator. A lot of custom plates here in Colorado. Hunting and fishing conservation. If you need to get a hold of Linda, just post something in the Denver area on Reddit and she'll probably read it and then forward it to me. Ooh, library looks good tonight. See it in the corner there, the red? Ooh. And we can't go straight here. So I'm wondering, does anybody know if there's like a festival? This is usually when they have like a food festival or something that they set up for tomorrow. And since this is Friday night, I'm guessing that either something did happen or is about to happen. Riz baddies on Colfax? It's okay. Riz baddies. You just outed yourself for being 26 years old. Nobody 30 or beyond is saying Riz baddies. $707 Humboldt, what up, bro? I'm not allowed to say Riz. Linda outlawed that in my house. She's like, you're way too old to use that. So yeah, please excuse my Riz reference. I'm not allowed to go into that. Lord Soth Night of the Black Rose. First weekend of May. Okay, what's going on first weekend of May? Let me scroll back. Local resident since 1967. Let me scroll back a little bit more. Did you say what is going on out here? First, if you did, I can't find it. Oh, besides Denver, Boulder, other cruise is Littleton, Arvada, Golden. Yeah, if I was going to take us to Arvada or Golden, I'm just thinking about it right now, I really wouldn't even know where to go. Like, there's not a lot of things that are lit up the way this is down here. We're going underneath the Sheridan right now. This is one of the only areas I can think of that looks like it's poppin' / heavily populated. Linda's throwing in the forbidden words in here. Yeah, anybody that's married, your wife will always let you know when you're being uncool. That's the notification that's always turned on with a wife. You're not allowed to use that. Oh, okay. But then the good side of that is when you're married, you only have to impress one person, and you're probably not going to be like, I don't see Linda being like constantly re-upped on the impressed. Oh, look, there's a Yard House in here. I like Yard House. They have one right outside of crypto.com or Staples Center in LA. That's the one we always used to go to. I think they have good baked mac and cheese. What do you guys order at Yard House? I think we got like steak, maybe like Southwest egg rolls one night. Oh, they're sitting by some outdoor fires. That looks dope. That's a vibe right there. 4 dudes. Maybe 3.5 dudes. Tulia, what up? Linda and I don't drink, but we go to those different bars during happy hour so that we can get a discount. So we get the discount, that's happy hour, so usually the portion is a little bit lighter than what it would usually be. Oh, here's Brown Palace. Iconic building in downtown Denver. Iconic intersection in downtown Denver. Broadway and 17th something. What is backpack? He had like a Kermit the Frog backpack on or something. Joe's Lawn and Snow, what up? What up to everybody in Minnesota tonight? Huge congrats to Minnesota Timberwolves. Everybody predicted that the Lakers would beat the Timberwolves in 5 games, and the Timberwolves beat the Lakers in 5 games. And then I saw a video of Anthony Edwards walking around outside Crypto.com arena after they won. Huge congratulations to him. He's having such a good year. The Minnesota Timberwolves kicked Denver Nuggets out of the playoffs in the first round last year. So I was just excited that we didn't have to be the ones that played Timberwolves in the first round. We get to play the Clippers, and even though the Clippers have been doing well, I'd rather face Clippers than Timberwolves. But shout out to James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. And Zubac has had a good series on this one too. Definitely not mad at the Clippers. Like, even though I want the Nuggets to win, I really want the best team to win. And then whoever wins, in my opinion, whoever goes to this next round, I don't really see them getting too far beyond that next round. Oh, we got some Ninja Turtles partying down here. It smells like pizza rolls. But you have to worry about OKC next round. So that's the thing. Let's say, hypothetically, let's say that the Nuggets win tomorrow night and beat the Clippers. I don't think the Clippers, or I don't think the Nuggets can beat OKC. I hope they can. OKC is at an amazing year. So I think either the Clippers or the Nuggets, whichever one wins, I think they're going to have an issue beating Oklahoma City. But I like Oklahoma City because they used to be the Seattle Supersonics. George Karl, he was the Nuggets coach for a long time. But I used to be a big fan of Gary Payton. I can't think of the other guy's name. I can't think of it. This is one of the big fire trucks in front of us. This looks like a ladder truck. Oh yeah, Sean Kemp, thank you. That would have drove me crazy. Sean Kemp was amazing. So I used to collect baseball cards when I was young. I used to love seeing his card. He was like superior dunker. And then Gary Payton, his nickname was the Glove. This is starting to be the bad area of Colfax. Oh, that dude's gonna run it. Somebody doing drugs in the doorway to my left yelled red light. So they're like the hall monitor of this area. They're riding dirty. This is the other concert venue right here, the Ogden. The Used are here tonight. A friend of mine went and saw this show last night. Or sorry, the night before. So, is anybody familiar with that band, The Used? One of Linda's favorite bands. They've been playing this series of shows where they have 3 nights in whatever town, and then they play 3 different albums. One each night. And so, oh, a bunch of cops right here. Outside the liquor store. I think it was Thursday night. Yeah, no. Wednesday night, a friend of mine went and saw the game. No, saw The Used. Said it was really good. I wanted to take Linda to that, but then I also wanted to take her to the comedy show, and we ended up doing 0 because I was still not feeling great last night. Did anybody just see the driver of that bike take both hands off the handlebars? And tonight's ride, this is the first time that I've been in downtown Denver, I want to say 3 weeks. I've been like Velveteen Rabbit in my house. Dude's just weaving through the construction. He's gonna go on the sidewalk. Some motorcycle dude making his own rules. This looks old. Claire's Lounge. Jer Used will be back. So I'm gonna be in LA end of May. The Used are going to play 3 shows at the Wiltern. So last time that I was in LA, a couple months ago, I heard on K-Rock that the Used were going to play 3 different shows at the Wiltern. I didn't know they were touring with that format. So I was like, oh man, actually somebody from the chat is an employee at Live Nation. So I hit him up and said, look, I'm very interested in going to one of these Used shows. But I have a really busy May. Linda and I are both going to be out of the state at least 3 times that I know of so far. I'm going to be in the Midwest a little bit. I'm going to be in LA. I'm going to be in Seattle. So I didn't get a chance to stream last time I was in Seattle. So I might try to do that this time. We'll see. I'm hopeful that I can do it. Especially since the weather is going to be a little bit nicer. I think it's a lot easier to do that when the weather's chill. This is a rec center on the right. One thing I love about this state, almost all of the communities have their own rec center. So if you live in Boulder, you can go to the Boulder Rec Center. If you live in Westminster, Westminster Rec Center. And if you don't have enough money or you don't want to spend money on a gym membership, you can go into your local rec center, swim, use the workout equipment. I think usually there's like a computer lab in there that you can access the internet, like a library. When I was living in California, I wasn't seeing a lot of community rec centers. Maybe they were around and I just didn't know about it, but here, oh, you live in Thornton? You should just go to the Thornton Rec Center for free. Play pickleball, weight lift. It's almost like a YMCA or something. I think this is a high school, and that's the football field for the high school. What is this? I'm gonna drive in here and try to find out. Oh, no, I'm not. That's a curb. This dude drove in there, though. East High School. That's right. Right off Colfax. So that's the big E in front. So this must be the football field for East. Has anybody ever seen that movie with Morgan Freeman where he tries to clean up the school? It's riddled with gangs, and so he comes in to be the principal, and I think that's East Side High. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure, because the kid that sings this song, he's like singing about East Side. Shamey Cakes, what up? T. Lucero, Stacy. Lean on Me, yes. Yes, Lean on Me. Back when HBO used to only run one movie at a time, they would show that, and then you had no other choice but to watch that. So I watched Lean on Me probably 12 times in that 80s, 90s era. Hey, thank you very much, Michelle H. Happy to be chilling with Jared and Linda and the homies. Glad you're feeling better. Oh, a cat just passed in front of us. Oh, or a raccoon. Hold on. I think it's still underneath this SUV. Yep, see the shadow? It was a cat. Oh, can I see it underneath? Raccoon, he went behind that bush. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't really have my raccoon hunting shoes on, but I'm still gonna jump out and see if I can take a look. Thank you so much, Michelle. Nope, it's a cat. We thought you might be a raccoon, but you're definitely a cat. What are you doing? Actually, I'm way happier to see a cat here than a raccoon. I just have my regular shoes on, not my raccoon hunting joints. Jeremy, can you go by the skate park? Yeah, I will go by the skate park. I'm gonna guess that that's an older male cat. That's the vibe I'm picking up out here. Look at the dude's lights around his license plate. Major backup lights. I haven't been here in a while. Life got busy. I feel like I missed something with Jeremy after the leg injury and cruise. So about a month ago now, I was playing pickleball and I got a really sharp pain that went from my knee to my ankle, and determined that I ripped the calf. So like the calf muscle in the back of your leg, I think I ripped it and then it went back into the normal spot. I did so much therapy in the last 3 weeks. I learned about red light therapy. I've been doing a ton of that. Ton of icing, ton of heating, rolling it on a roller massager, watching. So there are these two, they're kind of physical therapists, but they have a YouTube page. I think they're named Bob and Brad. I've been watching them to see like how I'm supposed to be doing the massages. I've been getting real deep into the muscle, And so like digging my thumbs in and then doing little circles, digging my thumbs in, doing little circles, basically like treating my calf like a turkey cutlet or something, like tenderizing the muscle. I can walk up and down. So one of the more advanced things that you can do after you're getting your calf to heal, if this is a stair, like stair steps, you stand on the end and then you do heel raises. So I've been kind of putting on extra weight and then doing like these like heel lifts, trying to get my calf to like get stronger. I've been missing a couple pets. This is an apartment building on my right. Somebody's playing pool in here. You can kind of see it through the hedge. And then people keep leaving to walk their pet. But yeah, 3 weeks ago, I had what I thought was either the flu or a cold. And it was bad. It was actually really bad. My bones were aching. I made the comment to Linda, I was like, my hamstrings hurt so much for no reason. Like I actually thought maybe I had COVID or something, because I was like, why are all these random things on my body hurting, but I didn't strain them in any way? And then it turned out when I talked to other people at the pickleball place that we go to, they were like, oh, I just had pneumonia. Oh, I just had a really bad cold. And if you think about it, like if you're playing pickleball, you're constantly touching the same ball. Oh, this is a hearse right here. This reminds me of the movie The Burbs with Tom Hanks. And what's his name? Corey Feldman. This is what the neighbor was driving, this hearse. Oh, and Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was in The Burbs. Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Weren't they driving a hearse in One Crazy Summer with John Cusack? Is that right or not? Ooh. The Bad Kitty Saloon. Anyway, I got over being sick. I thought that I got over being sick. A bunch of my homies in the chat here, Heidi, a bunch of other OGs, were like, Jeremy, you need to go in and get a chest x-ray to be sure that you don't have pneumonia. And my first thought was, oh, I don't think it's that serious. Like, if I can't get over a common cold on my own, then you might as well just put me out to pasture. So I did not go into the doctor. Like, in hindsight, I should have. I just wrote it out. And then after about a week, I started feeling better. But my calf was still hurting. So I was still taking it easy, not doing any extracurricular stuff, just chilling. And then so not this Monday that just passed, but last Monday, I started feeling sick again. And I was like, oh, this isn't cool. Like, I just got over this. And then every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I just started slipping. And last Thursday, I was thinking, okay, I could probably go out for a little bit Friday, Saturday night. By Friday day, I was like, something's wrong. Like, all of the energy drained out of my body. My lungs were just getting worse and worse. Linda was like, you're not going to be able to stream. Like, you're just going to be doing hacking, coughing the whole time. And she was right. I took a Dayquil. It didn't really make that much of a difference. So I put up the post last weekend. I was like, look, I'm not going to be able to come out and hang out. I don't think I'll be good company. This dude's just standing in the road right here. Oh, this is a pimp, and that's his lady of the night. Dang, he's like actually in the road with a safety vest. So yeah, I stayed at home last weekend, and Friday and Saturday nights were two of the sickest that I've been in so long. And then on Friday night, Linda was like, if this gets worse, you have to go to the hospital. And I didn't. And then on Saturday night, she was like, this is ridiculous. Like, you need to be more responsible than this and actually go into the ER. And I said, no, I'm not going to go into the ER, but I'll go into urgent care first thing Monday. I'll probably, here, let me pull over and see if I can find the video. Because the sound that was coming out of my lungs, yeah, I went down a couple notches in like being able to determine if I'm sick or not. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me turn up the volume. Listen to my lungs. Listen. Can you hear that? So, inhalation, when I would breathe, so listen, if I do it right now, I can make it sound, here's me exhaling. That's not bad. Honestly, that's as good as it's been in a long time. On an inhalation, it sounded like, I don't know, like I was blowing bubbles in a soda can or something. And then on an exhalation, it sounded even worse. And I was like, this is bad. I have like 7-Eleven Slurpee in my lungs right now. So yeah, the doctor that I went into, he was like, this is really bad. He's like, what we're going to start with is the most aggressive medicine that you can get outside of the hospital. So he gave me the Z-Pack, which I've had Z-Packs before, erythromycin, that just work on their own. He was like, I'm going to triple down. I'm going to give you erythromycin, amoxicillin, and prednisone. And yeah, it was really bad pneumonia. I'm 4 or 5 days away from that video that you just heard. So it's not like I'm completely out of the woods. I'm still clearing my throat a lot. I'm still coughing a lot. But man, I just feel so much better than I did even Tuesday night. And then I haven't been getting good sleep because as soon as I started taking those medications, the steroid really keeps me up. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like taking a lot of caffeine or something for me. I haven't been getting a lot of good sleep. I'll just lay there and then try not to cough because Linda's right next to me. And so I've been trying not to keep her up. And so I'll either like try to stifle it and then leave the room. Oh, there's a Voodoo Donuts right here. I didn't know there was a Voodoo Donuts on Colfax. Or I forgot. Wow, Voodoo Donuts right there. I recognized the logo before I even read it. Wow, that's the donut shop that we go to in Boulder. Linda said she's good on it for a little bit. But yeah, that's the one we've been stopping at. And so that's the health update. Monday, I was ER level sick. And then I started taking the high dose of medication Tuesday and Wednesday. Started feeling a little bit better Wednesday night. And then last night was my first night that I was like starting to realize, okay, I'm going to make it through this. And then Linda asked tonight, she's like, are you just going to go out and do like a half hour and say hi? And I was like, yeah. And I've been out for an hour and a half so far. This is Fillmore Theater on the right. This was called the Mammoth Event Center in the 90s. That's where I saw a lot of great shows. This dude's holding what? What's in this guy's arms right here? At night. So when I got the bottle of prednisone, it said take 3 pills the first night. No, 3 pills for the first 3 nights. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday each, I took 3 pills. And then the following days, you take 2 pills each day. and I'm still on the 3rd day of 2 pills. And then I think tomorrow is when I start doing 1 pill until they're all gone. But yeah, my doctor advised me to buy an oxygen monitor for my finger. And he was like, if this drops below 90 and it keeps dropping, you need to just immediately go to the ER. You have some bacterial infection that these medications aren't handling, and you need to go to the hospital. And so I monitored that all week, but it wasn't serious enough for me to actually pull the trigger on that, which is great. Somebody probably already said in the chat what's going on. The thing that always comes to mind, oh, Cinco de Mayo, thank you. Zach, thank you. That makes sense. There's a big food event that happens down here. It's called Taste of Colorado. And as you walk in, it's kind of like similar to what we just saw. As you walk in, you buy these tickets, and each little overhang, each little tent has different food, and you use the tickets to buy the food. Devastation X, member for 19 months. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being a member for 19 months. Good to see you. And Gregory, member for 21 months. 2 OGs popping up at the same time. And here's where we saw that incident with the cops that night, that they had their AR-15s. And then you see these windows up here. A friend of mine used to have an art studio in this one. So the purple one that we're looking at right here. And when he wouldn't answer his phone, I would find little mini rocks here on the ground, right here, and throw the rocks at his window here. And then he would open up the door, or open up the window, and be like, what up? And then he would let me in this doorway. And then I would walk down the hall. There were some stairs right here. And then he had, so this is an artist studio. You're not supposed to live in there. He had a community bathroom with the other people that were living on that floor. And so, like I said, you're not allowed to live there, but he did live there. And then like 4 of his neighbors were also not allowed to live there, and they were also living in there. And so if I was like, yo, I gotta run around the corner real quick and use the restroom, absolute nightmare. I would have rather just bought like an Arizona iced tea and peed in the can, because somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. Because it was a 24/7 art studio. So they just couldn't control that. CA Beaverforden, thank you for the membership. Thank you very much. I know I'm missing a lot in the chat. I'm sorry. Prednisone is a steroid. Yeah, it is. And so here's what my throat sounds like right now. That's not bad. let me remind you of what it was 1 week ago. Hold on. Okay, first of all, here's the urgent care I went into. Here's what it sounded like. It sounds like I'm like revving, and it should be. Like, if you take that amount of medication, you should see a big improvement, and I did. I didn't show Linda that video. If she's watching right now, that's the first time that she's seeing that video. I do try to downplay when I'm sick a little bit, because I don't want people to worry about me. Here's a Beetlejuice mural over here. And this is also very close to where I ate that street hot dog. You know what? I'm only putting it together right now. I ate the street hot dog and then all these health problems started happening for me. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but coincidental timing, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stay out for another maybe half hour or so, and then see if I feel good enough to come back out tomorrow night and do another short one. Oh, this is the hot dog place right here. Oh my God, here she is. It's the actual lady. Gloria. Speak of the devil. What is this in front of me? Hold on, I think we have to race these people and get in front right here. Oh, hold on. And State Capitol on the other side. Yep, here are all the restrooms. Wow, this is gonna be fun. Denver street festivals are not only fun, but like pretty safe and pretty clean. I don't want to say cheap. I don't know if anything is actually affordable nowadays. When I was talking about that event called Taste of Colorado, very expensive. Still fun, but pricey. To Leah, thank you for the membership. And thank you, Julie, for putting the green hearts in the chat, and Maddie. School church right here. Linda and I, so since I've been sick, Linda and I have gotten a chance to catch up on a couple shows. We started this series called Mobland. Is anybody watching that? It's okay. It's worth watching. I don't know if it's worth recommending, but it's worth watching. And then we watched this English series called Gangs of London. We watched seasons 1 and 2 over the last couple years. And then we found out that they had a season 3. And so we just finished season 3 of Gangs of London. And then while we were watching it, Linda looked up that Gangs of London is possibly in reference to the video game Gangs of London. So there's an old school PS2 or PS3 video game I used to play called The Getaway. English video game, kind of GTA, Grand Theft Auto kind of style, where you're stealing cars, you're getting into heists, stuff like that. The Getaway. I guess there are 2 other video games that kind of spun off of that, and one of them is called Gangs of London. We were very impressed by season 1 and 2 of Gangs of London. And so, yeah, we just finished season 3. It did not disappoint, especially one episode where Linda and I both were like, people say like I was on the edge of my seat. We were on the edge of our seats, like almost not breathing. It was so intense. And that's like when you make a video project, you make a episode or a series or something, I think that's the dream, is like, I'm going to create a story that provokes this type of emotion. Those writers, those people involved in that project, they did such an incredible job at like keeping you enthralled. It was crazy. It was so good. New favorite line, good to watch, not to recommend. Yeah, sometimes don't do what I do. I try to save people as much as I can from the stuff that I wish that I wouldn't have seen. Mobland is kind of right on the edge. Like, if you have time to kill and you have access to it, watch it. But I don't want people saying, yeah, I watched it because this dude recommended it and now I can't trust him anymore. Severance, I recommend to anybody. I thought Severance was amazing. And also this series, I want to say it was like around 2007-ish. It was called The Patriot. It only went 2 seasons. That was really good. There's a couple other ones that we liked a lot too. Definitely those 2. Not as many pets out tonight for how nice it is. I'm surprised by that. Thank you again to Leah, and thank you, Zach Stuff. I don't know if anybody in the chat is unfamiliar with Zach's channel. Zach has a successful YouTube channel, and it's dope. He does little road trips. He does knife reviews. He's got his, oh, here's a pet right here. One of his sayings is do something kind for someone. And he's super kind to the people in his community. If you haven't yet checked out his YouTube page, then you're missing out. So check it out, Zach's Stuff on YouTube. And then also, he's really good about doing giveaways and thoughtful sticker packs and stuff like that. I am not that good at that, but Zach's amazing at that. Here's a pizza truck. And then also, he's helping us out on a Friday night when he could be DJing. He could be doing a lot of different things, but he's here helping us out. So shout out to Zach. I don't know if Linda knows. Oh, there's a drone right here. Or a shopping bag. No, it's a drone. I don't know if Linda knows how to pin a channel, but if you do, please put Zach's Stuff channel in the comments so I can pin it. Either Zach or Linda, if you could put the channel in there, I'll pin it. Oh, the dude's driving on the sidewalk with the motorcycle. That's not even a regular motorcycle, that's crotch rocket. It's a nice one too. I can't wait to start putting some miles on the e-bike. Oh, here's the drone right in front of me. Oh, the drone just did the Top Gun Buzz the Tower on us. And then here's one of the big bars here. Dirk's Bentley's Whiskey Row. Look at the girls. And it hasn't even started to pop off down here yet. This will all be packed pretty soon. Oh, yes, the message is already pinned. Thank you so much. Okay, so the message is pinned at the top of the chat. Let's see if we can get him 50 new subs. 50 people that are willing to give it a chance. Please go hook it up. We've got some cocktail dresses over here. If you saw the stream that Linda and I did a couple weeks ago, this is one of the places that we were outside of. I think this is called Wonder Yard, here on the left. And this has a little outdoor area where you can watch the games. See right here? And I was outside of there when Nuggets won the championship 2023. And because they didn't want to squander the first Denver NBA championship. Linda and I haven't been down here in a while just to hang out. We need to come have a date night. So that's another thing. I owe Linda probably 3 date nights. We try to do at least one night a week where we go out, have food, do something fun. We've missed that 3 weeks in a row because of me. So I either need to plan like a huge hot springs, water park, hot springs, hot air balloon onto jet skis. I've got to do something. When Linda and I first moved out here, I would look out the window of our apartment and see hot air balloons. And I was like, is there a festival going on? Like, why are there so many hot air balloons? And then we found out that there are hot air balloon rides, and, you know, just that's just a normal thing that happens here. So very soon there are going to be hot air balloons all in the sky. Don't tell Linda, but I'm going to try to get her up on one of these hot air balloons. I doubt I can stream it, but you know that I'm going to take a lot of video and photos and whatever. So I'll let you know if I can pull that off. Or not if, when. I'm going to pull that off. I just don't know when. All right, here are 2 homies that are just cruising on their bikes. Let's get behind them. This is what I should be doing. Just cruising, no agenda. Oh, that is what I'm doing. My wish came true. No agenda cruising is exactly what we're doing. Yeah, and so if a lot of people probably know Zach's stuff. Oh, look at that guy's bike. Oh, we gotta, can I zoom in on it? I don't know. Oh. He's got this like low rider bike. Is he gonna pop back out? No, he's not. Shoot. A lot of people probably know Zach from the chat, being in here, chilling with our community. Go over and watch some of his videos. He's just such a down-to-earth dude. And that's what I like. I like just people that allow you to chill, be yourself. He's a cool person to hang out with. And so if you know him from the chat, you're gonna like him, like hearing his voice, interacting with his community. He has a dope community. 707 Humboldt's in there. This is outside Coors Field. Dev, what up? 707, Julie. Oh, here's the guy's bike. Sick bike! He's like, don't look at it. It's for me, not for you. La 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 la. Oh, look at the dude. Oh, I missed it. He's bombing the hill on a skateboard. Go Doyers. Alright, whatever this is coming. It's coming right for us. I was trying to see where those sirens were coming from, I just looked in the rearview mirror. That BMW is coming right toward the back of us at like 40. That woke me up a little bit. This guy right here, this now just stopped. And his license plate says turn on. Two bikers behind us now too. The reason that I still have temporary plates on the Jeep, they've rejected 2 rounds of my personalized plates. Oh, what's going on right here? So I'm not going to tell you what I tried to put on my personalized plates just for privacy. But they've rejected it 2 different times. And now when I see people whose plate says like big sexy or whatever, I'm like, wait, I was just going for regular words. This dude's selling a bunch of art right here. Yeah, that's sick. This dude's got a Boba Fett mask. See this guy in the white hoodie? He's got a Boba mask underneath his arm. And then the dude in the camo pants is doing live art. I'm gonna try to get this dude going over the hydrant for you. Hold on. So somebody requested that we come by Denver Skate Park. This is Denver Skate Park to the right. Always a pop-in spot in the summertime. Oh, he's got black light on these, look. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Oh my God, Kath is in here. Now the night is complete. What up, Kath? Dang, great to see you. Kath is in here. 30 months. That makes me so happy. What up, Kath? Great to see you. Here, let me take one lap outside the car. I was gonna stay in the car, but since Kath is in here, we're gonna take one lap. Kath, thank you so much for hanging out in here. I really appreciate that. Great to see you. Should I get up on top of this? I don't know. All right, here's the little ramp he's hitting. I've got a front row view for you. Look how far down he's starting. He's going for the big tricks, not just a little 180. Says Kath's not been great. I'm sorry to hear that. Kath, one of my favorite chatters of all time. It's been longer than 30 months since I've known Kath. It said 30 months since she's been a member, but I've been loving Kath for way longer than 30 months. Hang in there, Kath. We love you. Great to see you in here. All right, I am gonna call it a night. I need to go home. My throat is getting a little raspy. I'm going to do my best to come out tomorrow night. This was just kind of to get my sea legs back. Make sure that I still knew what I was doing. Make sure the phone still works. Thank you so much to Kath for coming in at the last second and saying hi. That means a lot to me. Jolie, 707, Tony, GH, Julie, Donald, Michelle, Rockin', Dev, thank you as always, Dave, Linda Reed, thanks for taking care of me this last week. Almost positive I'll see you tomorrow night. If I'm feeling this good tonight, hopefully I'm feeling it just as good tomorrow. I will do my best to do another live stream tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff coming up in May and June. Stick around for that. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the get well wishes, the prayers, the vibes. To everybody that hasn't given up on me yet, thank you. I think I have some energy to pay you back here coming up soon. Have a wonderful Friday night. I will see you tomorrow night, which is Saturday night. And yeah, hope you have a great night. See you soon. Please leave comments after the video if you can. If not, it's okay. I understand. But I read all the comments, and I really like whenever a new comment comes up, it gives me a notification, and then I immediately go over, read it, and put a heart on it. So thank you to everybody that leaves comments. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. Bye.